Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to a new update on the 2D space adventure game we're making up here. There is a big problem with weapon system. We got three major weapon systems. We got a gun turret, missile turret, energy turret, and missile turret is giving me a headache right now. So we're gonna talk about that. And I haven't actually been developing or writing code. I've been just looking at some kind of solutions for it, but I'm thinking I'm gonna go from rigid body rockets to kinetic body rockets because everybody else is using kinetic body. Now the difference between rigid body and kinetic body rockets is that rigid body interact with the terrain. So when I hit some kind of asteroid up here with a rigid body rocket, you will see that right now it actually explodes, but we can edit, target it and shoot it. You'll see right now it goes towards target and explodes nicely over here. Now I know they're turning around because I'm in the middle of process of fixing that, but they're not there. It's kind of hard making missile turret with rigid bodies because you need to apply forces towards certain points, and then the turret wants to keep going in one direction, you want to change direction towards the other side, and it just kind of gives me a headache. That said, our gun turret, for example, up here you'll see all these bullets, they are acting nicely. You can see they're kind of bouncing off of the planet, off of the asteroid, and that's because they are rigid bodies, so they are kind of interacting with the asteroid when they hit it. And it's a nice effect because you hit it and maybe some kind of shells bouncing off of the asteroid later, or something like that. You can get effect of that, but it's not that important. It's not, but it's really easy to implement because it's just straight line when it comes to bullets. Go in straight line until you hit something, and that's that. Now with the missile it's a little bit different because you want it to kind of change direction and kind of homing missile, follow the target until it hits the target. Now that's a little bit more difficult to do with the rigid bodies, so we got so I'm thinking I think I need to change all of my rigid bodies to kinetic bodies. So that's kind of getting my headache. The last thing we have is the energy turret over here. It's a laser, and laser basically just hit something, and then there's that. You can see up here there is laser, but it's just straight line laser. It's not follow the target laser, although I could make it follow the target, but then everything follows the target. So I don't know, I want three different mechanics. The first one being gun, that's following the mouse cursor, the missiles that are following any kind of focused target. They're going a little bit weird, but whatever. It's kind of very fun to watch. And you got energy turret that's straight line. I might use energy turret for some kind of asteroid mining or something like that, but it's gonna be hard to use it in some kind of dogfight combat with other spaceships or anything like that, because you have to keep on being turned towards the ship and stuff like that. And it's not very easy thing to do. That said, the movement of the ship as well. The ship is also made off of the rigid body node in Godot. And the problem with the rigid body is you apply kind of forces. It's really hard to get really nice movement with the ship. Although I got used to it and stuff like that, I'm a little bit unsure how other players are gonna experience the movement of the ship, because not that easy to maneuver the ship, something like that. So maybe I'm gonna change that. Besides that, we don't actually have many updates. We got our sun, planets, asteroid field up here. The solar system is pretty much set up, give or take. I need to add more asteroids maybe up here, maybe make it a little bit smaller, maybe a little bit larger. It kind of depends. I mean, it doesn't take a long time to fly between two points up here. I'm right now in the asteroid field, so if I want to fly to up here to the Earth, it's not gonna take that long time. So it needs to be, the time is very important in games. If you make something that it only takes 2 seconds to get from one point to the other, the entire game will be finished in 1 hour, and that's that. So we need to make players use time to achieve objects and stuff like that, right? So right now you can see up here we are already back at Earth. There we go. And this didn't, this distance didn't take that long. Like, normally from Earth to March, you know, it takes like 2 years in real lifetime with real rockets, but you know, in our game it's a little bit different. So I don't know, I think size is okay, but the problem is also the zooming in. Like I would want it, you know, the game to be zoomed in like this, but you know, once you're flying like this over here, I mean, you don't see anything, right? So everybody will want to play like this over here and, you know, fly around, but then you don't see your ship. Like what kind of, you know, you want to see the ship, you want to fly around to see the ship. So I don't know, there are a couple of problems that needs to be addressed. The systems for shooting needs to be changed. The, you know, zoom in size, the planet, you know, the solar system needs to be, you know, recalibrated. So I don't know, I'm a little bit demotivated by that. So I'm gonna see if I'm gonna make any kind of progress and, you know, change things. I know, you know, from myself, you know, anytime I, you know, encounter any kind of problem that, you know, is giving me a headache, I kind of, you know, just like to just forget about it and do something else meanwhile. But as soon as, if I get this fixed and done, you know, the next thing is gonna be, you know, the stars in the background, the space stations and stuff like that, right? Also, we gotta do some asteroid destruction, you know, NPCs and stuff like that. I mean, we just the baby steps, you know, first baby steps towards the game. We haven't come anywhere so far, but you know, we got targeting right now, so you can pretty much, you know, focus anything you want to focus. You know, and you can also, you will be able, you know, to scan these asteroids, see what is on them, mine them, and so forth. But right now, you know, baby steps. But right now, it's kind of boring. So we're gonna fix the systems. You can see here we can actually shoot because the ray is can be shot. You see here, technically the ray isn't shooting. The ray is actually hitting the rigid body bullets, and this is also nice. This is why I want to use rigid body bullets, because you can actually you know, react with these kind of things. So, you know, I want stuff to be able to interact with each other. That's the thing. You can also shoot the missiles. There you go, shooting missiles. Now that's a cool effect, right? I mean, so you gotta be careful to, you know, when you're fighting, to not shoot your own missiles down, and the other ship can actually shoot your missiles down as well. I mean, that can be achieved with anything, but I don't know. I think I need to change go from rigid body to kinetic body when it comes to missiles at least. And then if I fix that, and, you know, mount of the ship, I'm a little bit unsure whether I want to make the ship, you know, kinetic body, because I like, you know, when a ship hits something that, you know, it interacts with that things. You know, I don't want to code all the interactions and stuff like that, right? So I like that we can fly into something and, you know, hit that and get some kind of reaction from that. So you can see here we get some kind of reaction from that. So you know, it's nice. It feels more cozy. So there is that, guys. It's a quick update on what's happening so far, and I'm gonna keep you updated, you know, on the next update, you know, if we fixed it or not. Keep on subscribing, guys. Keep on subscribing. I'll see you around, guys. Bye bye.